Okay, should be live, I think. Just check the YouTube side, and then we'll be ready to go. Okay, live on YouTube side, and just check everything else. I'll be with you guys. Talk among yourselves for the moment. So, okay, volume is down, so I shouldn't get any feedback. And here we go. So, let's see who was in. Scrap Dog, East Coast ACR Scrapper. Let me see, Muriatic Acid, Ro, welcome in, Romantic. Larry Nash, welcome in. I think it's Deja. I don't know, am I pronouncing that right or not? UK Scrapper, Paul Shortall, and UK Scrapper. So, Gulf Coast back in. Welcome in. Thanks for coming back in again. So, from the photo, as you see, guys, I have some hard drives tonight I want to scrap out. Gives me an excuse to try out the new tool set I bought. Plus, I still have the old tool sets here as well, so it'll give me a chance. E-Waste Mike, welcome in. See, E-Waste was cashing in his some of his stuff today. He got a nice little payday. So he can pay a few bills maybe, or have a good time, whichever he wants. Let me get the right screwdriver.
Here are some results from a search.
Okay, so Google decided to do a search there on my phone for no reason. That was just weird. What was Google looking for? Don't know what that was about, but maybe someone has hacked my phone. I don't know. It was just weird. Turn the volume down anyhow, and I might as well open the chat up on there as well. I can think of it now. I hadn't done that, and make it a bit easier. Channel, videos, live. There we go.
It's been 20 years since
and just lower that down. So, how is everyone? Dave, welcome in. Ro, great to have you back in. Look at the pretty set. They said I had a dude before. Ralph Morick, welcome in. Ralph had a video up during the week that I caught up on. Let me see. No micro scrapping was involved in that scrap run. Yeah, he was. He had no micro scrapping, but he won't like what I'm at now at the moment. I'm going to take apart some hard drives just to get the boards off them, and once I have the boards off, they'll be put in with the rest of the boards that I have. So how has everyone been? What has everyone been up to? I'll put the link out for anyone who wants to go up and chat in a minute. Yeah, so if anyone didn't see E-Waste Mike's video, he had a little run to the scrapyard. So he got in some of his just even shred steel with prices were up on the shred. He had some aluminium, he had some cable, a few other bits and pieces. I think he had the heat sinks from the laptops and the servers and stuff like that. So the copper aluminium, which I think went in as copper aluminium rads. If I can remember right on the video, I think that's what they were traded in as. But yeah, so I'm just taking these apart tonight for a while, and then see, there's always one screw somewhere. What's Paul up to? Not much happening. All quiet in the Western Front. Yeah, it's all quiet at the moment. The old restrictions are still in place here in Ireland, as Paul will tell you. So we're still in our lockdown. So again, what I'd be looking to take off that, what I'd be looking to micro scrap off that, just Snobby, welcome in. How to do is I'll be looking to take the chips of it, and then we'll have the gold pins on it as well. So again, because if I had somewhere that I could sell the board to as is, I probably would, but because I can't, I'm going to have to micro scrap it, even though I know that does annoy EOS Mike, Hazy Days, welcome in. How do? UK Scrapper, hello there. Let's see who else is there. Did I miss anyone? But yeah, so the weather isn't great at the moment for scrapping outside, so I have to kind of get through and what I have to do indoors. Everyday Solars, welcome in. How do? Just finished my work. Hello everyone. Doing a bit of scrapping, or was it actual your day job that you're at, or were you out in the shed doing a bit of scrapping every day? It was good to see the scrap prices are still on the way up. I seen Snobby was doing a bit of scrapping yesterday on his videos. He was breaking down a lot of stuff. Let me see, Grass Cutter Palmer, welcome in. How do you? When can we look forward to another video from you, Tim? Surely you're due another one now. What was that? I missed someone coming there. Let me go back. Scrap Bongo, welcome in. How do? Yeah, so these are just little laptop hard drives and stuff like that I'm just scrapping out, just to get a few more boards so that I can get some more chips. So when I do my videos on getting the gold from the chips, I'll have a good collection. I think I weighed them today, and I have, well, they were RAM chips actually. In RAM chips from RAM sticks and stuff like that. From the RAM sticks, I have, is it 13 kgs, I think, which is good. So I'll be hoping for at least an ounce of gold out of them. You know, so let me just put out the actual link if anyone wants to come up. More than welcome. Besides just watching me scrap out some stuff, you can chat while I carry on scrapping, or even you can distract me so I don't have to scrap, whichever. So there's the link if anyone wants to come up. Let me make sure that did come out on the YouTube side. Yeah, that came out on the YouTube side. Dusty Blonde, welcome in. Dave Hazel, welcome in. I'd say Tim is just counting down the time until the grass starts to grow again. He can get back out at it. Thanks for that, Scrap Bongo. I appreciate the thumbs up, guys. Means a lot. Means, you know, just you took the time to do it. So I appreciate anyone that does that. Actually, what I must do is I must pin the link, so it'll save me having to put it in every time. The link should be there. Then I must do that there. So if anyone does want to come in later on, UK Scrapper, thanks for sharing out the video or the live stream. It just showed up there that you've done that. I appreciate that. So roll on spring and summer. Yeah. Could do it if I need to get back outside. I have a lot of stuff I need to do with the acid and stuff like that, but I can't because just the weather is terrible. We have a rain warning again in place tonight. So link to stream yards and put it up. Paste, add, and pin it. Replace pinned. There we go. So if anyone does want to come up, the link is there for them on stage. Save me having to put it out all the time. Let me see. Beautiful crystal clear here in Vancouver. Can see the mountains, and well, it ain't too clear here. Slashing rain at the moment. So time of year further around here, all we do is get rain. Did Ian Matthews come in? Did I miss Ian? Oh, I missed Ian Matthews coming in. Ian, how are things? Welcome in. Congratulations on your 10,000 subs. If anyone didn't know, Ian got into the 10,000 club. So his next step now is to get to the 100,000. So anything different happen on your channel now that you have 10,000 subs, Ian? Are you allowed to do anything extra that we're not allowed to do? Anyone know what comes with 10,000 subs? Put a video out yesterday about stripping capacitors. He stripped them in typical Ian style. Yeah, hammer and chisels, bang them apart. What other way would you want to do it? 10k Ian. Well done, Ian. Well deserved. I'm going to need a chisel or something like that to pry this open. I may have a screwdriver that would work. Dave, welcome in. Who else? Fast cutter. Everyone's a bit shy tonight. No one wants to come up. I'll just carry on scrapping out some hard drives. So there's my magnet. Sometimes these can be aluminium, but I'm not seeing this one is. This is the worst of leaving stuff down. And there we go. Ain't aluminium. Just being me, you will join me in a few years' time. Well, it's always something to aim for, isn't it, Ian? So, again, another Magneta neodymium. Sometimes you can sell them on eBay. I just see people selling the neodymium magnets on eBay. So, may try and sell a few at some stage, but don't know. More hassle than it's worth sometimes. Partners, welcome in. How do? I asked what he did with them because people don't usually bother. Yeah, a few little nice bits in them. So if anyone's wondering, yeah, I've pinned the link there if anyone wants to come up. Feel free. And you guys just strip hard drives. Let me just see if this is. This is magnetic. Yeah, magnetic as well. What do you do with these little platters? I have a big pile of them building up at the moment. So this one is a double platter as well. So there's two in here. Do you just smash them up? Do you sell them? Do you try and get the, or just smash them like I did there? So as you can see, smash that one. Raphael, welcome in. How do? Oh, we have someone in the basement. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know how long you were there. Hope you weren't there long. So, Snobby, welcome up.
Evening, Mr. Irish.
How do? How are things with you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm
I
good.
enjoyed your video. You have a lot of stuff building up there that you need to get through.
Yeah. You know, I had a break over the Christmas period. That's what it was, you see.
Yeah, if you take any time off, all the scrap keeps coming.
Well, 4 weeks. 4 weeks, I never done anything. I banked 4 videos, one for every weekend. And I put them out and then worked on one for the weekend gone. And I'll be working on some more this week.
Yeah.
You know, because I find it very hard to set stuff up and, you know, then put it all away. And so I'll just set it up and do a few videos.
Yeah. And are your scrapyards still open? Like, are you able to get to the scrapyard still and bring that stuff to the scrapyards, or what's the story over there?
Well, the last time we checked, yeah, they're still open. But yeah, I'll even go as changing the top or something, changing the colour of my cap, and just do another video. I might even go as far as next time when I do it, even have a shave to make it look more convincing.
To make it look like it's a different. But no, sometimes again, to try and get videos out every week, as you know, it takes. Like, I didn't put anything out last week. I just hadn't got the time. I was just too busy at work. And when I got home in the evenings, I had other stuff to do, and I just didn't time to do a video last week. Now I'll put one out this Thursday, but last week I just hadn't time, so I didn't bother putting one out. It's simple as, because if YouTube becomes for me like a job, I won't enjoy it. So if I feel I have to do it every week and I have to do this, and it's not what I went on to YouTube for. So that's the reason I didn't last week. I could have put something out, and I could have just done it for the sake of putting it out. And I said, no, I'm not going to bother. I don't have it ready, and I have other stuff I need to get done this week. So I'm just going to have to leave it. And that's the reason I did. We have another guy in the basement. Hold on, we'll bring him up.
Yeah.
Raphael, welcome up.
I'm up. Welcome. Welcome, Irish. Welcome, Stubby. Good to see you, sir. Welcome, everyone in the chat.
Sorry for shocking you there and bringing you up so quick, like when you weren't expecting to come straight up.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. I just about to, answer the comments on the chat and so on, and then let's invite another person on the chat, and boom. That was surprise.
Yeah, I was just saying to Snobby there about I didn't put a video out last week, and I just said I hadn't got the time to do it. And if YouTube becomes like a second job for me, that it takes up so much time, or it's becoming too much of an effort to, I don't know, just to have to get a video out every week, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to enjoy doing it. So that's the reason I didn't bother putting one out last week. No, I'll get something out this week, I think. I should have something edited this week, and because it's not as busy at work this week, so it'll give me a bit more time in the evening then when I get home. But yeah, that's the thing. Now I understand people that are doing YouTube as YouTube is what they're into and stuff like that they have to kind of keep it going and keep putting it out. But for the return out of YouTube and the amount of time you give to it, I don't see the problem in missing a video every so often if you have to.
You know what, Irish? You do that as far you got time. If you don't have time, then you just skip that, right?
Yeah.
That's simple way. Me myself, I used to do as well. I trying to keep one video in uploaded and ready for post, just in case I get like busy or have no time or just don't feel like doing something. So I always have like one extra just to click publish, and that's it. But yeah, not every time it work out like we planned.
Yeah.
That's just life, right?
That's just life. I don't know. I just do sometimes. I seen what you call Gil's video yesterday where he put out like that. He was a bit depressed because YouTube wasn't growing and his channel wasn't growing and stuff like that. And if YouTube gets you down, that you feel like that, then what? YouTube should be fun. You should be like, I enjoy these Monday night more than anything else because I get to have a chat with all you kind of guys, and especially now with lockdown when people aren't seeing as many people and think, I find this is a good. That's why I enjoy the lives. But if YouTube starts getting you down, like Gil seemed a bit depressed over it, like, and as I said to him, sometimes channels grow, sometimes they don't grow, and
But as
things
well,
like
look
that
at his
happen.
situation right now. He going through quite a lot right now. You know, his wife's sickness.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
and so
That's
on.
why
So,
he shouldn't let YouTube not grow and get to him, because
yeah, exactly.
life is too short to worry about YouTube.
But you know, sometimes you get you really wanted to make some, let's say, for
of
example,
course you want
YouTube, or you want to
of
do
course you want your channel to
whatever,
grow. Yeah, of
and
course you want your channel
certainly
to grow.
something just jump on you, and you are unable or don't feel like, right?
Yeah,
that,
but
that is
everyone
normal.
wants their channel. Everyone wants their channel to grow. But
True.
if it becomes that it gets you down because it's not growing, what's
Yeah,
the
that's bad.
what's
That's
the fun of
that's the bad side of that.
what's the fun of YouTube anymore? What's the enjoyable bit of YouTube?
You know,
It's
mine
that's
not
what it is.
growing, and I'm still happy. So
Yeah, well, I grow, and some days I'm up, some days I'm down with the numbers. But at the end of the day, it's when I started YouTube, I said if I got one person to look at my videos, I'd be happy.
oh well,
You know,
yeah.
that's
What
my
do you
point.
get now? 2?
I get 3.
Dang, you're lucky.
Well, you know, I mean, from what I know, like from where I sit, you know, obviously you sort of got a proper job, Irish, and you know, so your time and commitment to YouTube could be like so much more or less than somebody else that has a lot more time on their hands.
Yeah.
You know, and they're able to do this sort of thing now, or they do it for a living.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, so we're all on different platforms, aren't we? We're all on different stages.
We're all on different roads. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It's all individual options for each and every one.
Yeah, no, just I felt a bit bad when I seen Gil like suffering from it, like that it was getting to him.
You know, Snobby. Actually, last week I was very quiet. I really was very quiet because I come back to work after like at least 3 weeks off, and you know my day and night totally switched. You know, I used to wake up or go to sleep at the time when I supposed to wake up, and otherwise. And as I go back to work, you know, the first week, what thankfully just ended up. It was pain. It was really pain.
Shark Striker, welcome.
Welcome, Sharky. Hello, there, sir.
Is that little bloke again?
Snobby, you killed me with your response to my comment earlier today, man.
Well, I was just going to say, yeah, I know. I try to be very humorous all the time. Sometimes difficult, you know, but that's what it is. A bit of fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know,
when
a bit
it's
of
not
fun.
fun, we shouldn't be doing it anymore.
Well, that's my point. Yeah, if it's not fun, don't do it. If it's getting you down, it's depressing you, it's affecting the way that you feel not motivated to do something. Just don't do the video that week. Don't get worried. Go out and take a walk or do something else. Don't let YouTube depress you. That's my point. Don't let it get to you.
I didn't get depressed about my streams. I also enjoy my streams, but last time I did try to cut them a little bit shorter. And I was actually lucky you didn't was all the way to the end, because you will not keep me going.
I was going to stay on and try and make it last longer, but I said no. He wants to finish early, so I let him finish early this week. I'll give him I'll give him 1 week off and 1 week to rest.
Anyway, you know what? Even though I finish up a little bit earlier than I used to do, it doesn't make me wake up next day earlier. I still woke up like close to 3 p.m. So
let me see.
I'm not sure that's the way.
Oh, by the way, Ralph, welcome in.
Hello.
I hear Mike is scrapping. Relief.
Hello,
Come on,
Mike.
Hey, Ralph, is this your Ian Matthews impersonation?
No, I was a little chilly. I'm still wearing clothes though, but I just put my robe over him.
I thought he was doing it because of Ian Matthews hitting the 10,000 subs. I thought, oh, here we go. He's going out and trying to be like Ian Matthews now.
Yeah, being in my robe gets me subscribers. Yeah.
But in all fairness, that's a great achievement to get to 10,000 subs. Like it's
that's awesome.
It's awesome, like to see it. And as I said to him on the comment, 10,000 now, 100,000 is the next goal for him. and there's no reason he can't get to 100,000. When you look at who did I see there lately, and within the space of 2 years, he's gone from, I think it was 20,000 when I started watching him, and he's at 180,000 now. I can't remember the channel. And I was here like in 2 years, he's gone up by 160,000 subscribers. So there's no reason that Ian can't get a bit of a boost now that he's hit the 10,000. Maybe YouTube might start to push his channel even more.
Yeah, but you still have to have a bit of character about yourself, and I'm from Friday and don't have it.
You know, as far as he stopped harming himself on the videos and stop showing those wounds, then who knows? Maybe that's gonna happen.
Yeah. No,
Can
but,
you do a Lancashire accent? I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. It's something like Lancashire. Lancashire.
Lancashire.
Yeah, there's a few of them in the UK that end in shire.
So
It's like the Shire in Lord of the Rings.
So, now what Ian can do is with 10,000, he can become one of those Teespring partners, and he can put his stickers up on Teespring. And instead of giving us stickers, we can just buy them.
We can buy them.
Oh, is that one of the things that 10,000 subs get you? You're allowed to sell, is it?
Well, they have a special arrangement when you get over 10,000. Anybody can sell on Teespring, but when you get over 10,000, then they have like this partnership thing that they do with you.
Yeah, staff discount.
Not staff discount.
Hello, Gemma.
Gemma,
Yeah,
welcome.
but the problem is who will
Gemma.
guide Ian through this, right?
Oh, yeah.
It won't take Ian long to learn. If there's money involved, Ian will soon learn it. Snickers.
That's mini Snickers.
Yeah,
Mini
but,
Snickers.
yeah, if there's money involved, Ian won't be long learning it. Don't you worry.
Somehow he cannot learn e-waste stuff.
He have you noticed he might learn it, but he's not throwing it out.
Could be.
He knows his money in it. He's not throwing it away.
Yeah.
True.
You see his comment, my stickers will always be free. Yeah, because you're never going to send them to anybody.
They will never be captive by anyone. They are free, roaming
there
around,
is
but
like-
not being owned by anyone.
You know, guys, there is like missing a line in there. My stickers will be always free for pickup.
Yeah.
Definitely for pickups. He's not going to post them out. Now, I'm as bad, to be honest. I have 4 or 5 envelopes there to post out, and I haven't posted them out. I put the stickers in, put the names on them, but I still haven't posted them out. So,
You know, so far I got 1 envelope waiting to post, but my local shop, like for already 2 weeks, it's out from the stamps somehow.
Out of stamps.
Yep.
Wow.
And is it a post
You know,
office or just a regular shop?
We got post office in almost every local shop, so you can pick
Okay.
up your packages and get stamps and send letters, but they got no stamps, especially those to Ulland, what is called.
Wow.
Still out of the border.
International.
International.
Exactly, thank you. That's
Well,
what I
I
mean.
know the postal service in the UK, I mean, that's slowed down, a huge amount for this pandemic that we're going through, because staff members and stuff.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
being
well, same
off-
here in Ireland. I had a package delivered. It left Irish Customs on the 9th, and it still hasn't been delivered to me. And that's 9 days ago. And I was talking to the postman. He said there's packages that haven't been delivered since before Christmas still in there.
Wow.
Oh,
Yep.
that's terrible.
Yeah, but see, all the staff off sick and with the COVID, and so they just don't have the staff to sort them.
Yeah.
Okay, cross-cutting Palmer's, Tim said something. I not get your sticker yet, Raffle. I made explain that.
Hold on.
That's the reason.
Sorry, Raphael.
hanging right in here.
I'll have to quieten you, Raphael. I'll have to quieten you because we have the one and only 10K man in the basement.
Oh, boy. Also in the bathrobe.
Oh, great leader. Oh, great leader.
All hail, Mr. Matthews.
I've just had to come on. And
Lord
defend
Matthews.
Hold on, he's speaking.
I've just had to come on and defend myself. That's all.
We are not worthy.
See, he's met the 10K. He's already sitting back. He's having them coming in, bringing him his food, bringing his tea, massaging his feet. You name it, he's already taken the royalty.
I'll always still be the rough Lancashire lad. Lancashire, you said it very well there.
Ooh,
Ralph.
present for me. Ooh.
So have you
Somebody's
changed your
sending me a
background to
present.
another 10K?
Somebody's
Are
sending
you a
me a
different
present.
man?
Breaking up very badly for me on my phone.
I said, have you changed you? This 10K, has it changed you already?
I'll probably wake up tomorrow and be down to 9,800. I suffer just the same as you lot do, you know.
But
I went up 4, then I lost 4, then I gained 1, then I lost 1, then I gained 1, then I lost 1. You
But
do
in all
the
fairness,
subscriber
well
ping
done on
pong.
getting to 10K. It's a great achievement.
Yeah.
It surprises me, yes. It's I don't put the effort in that a lot of people do, you know, but
You don't put the effort in. Are you kidding me?
there's not much to my videos, is it? You know, it's just like
Yeah.
up and ready with an iPhone 6, iPhone 5, very video editing with Windows Movie Maker. That's it.
You say you don't put a lot of effort in. I'm sure I've seen your script book where you write the script out before you go live. You have it there. You have it all planned out, chapters and everything.
No, that was the poem. I couldn't remember all that poem in me head.
Yeah.
Old age, you see. It's you know.
You've only just turned 61, right? 62. Oh yeah, he's well old, isn't he, Dusty?
About Paul Shortall comments, I think Ian is not in that type of the thing. I think some people send him already that stuff with return envelope, but yeah, I never heard it reached the destination so far.
But you know, subs are only but a number, right? They're only a number.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
It depends on who's watching. How many people are watching is more important than the numbers. Like, you see some people that have 30,000 subs and they might only get 100 views on their videos.
Yeah. Well, I'm very happy if my videos reach 100 views within 24 hours. And when Snobby uploads something, it has been up for 1 hour and he has like 300 views. So,
Yeah,
I mean, it's all going up. As soon as you reach a certain level, you expect to do that well. And now I am at the level of expecting 100 views within 24 hours. Ish.
Yeah.
So
I was just on 200 views.
Yeah.
200 views in 24 hours. I was like, yeah, I was well happy.
Yeah.
You know,
and now you get them in the first hour.
I don't know.
I think mine max out at like 1,200. That's only 10%. You know.
Yeah.
I'm saying Snobby will get 50% of his views. You know, so
close to it, yeah.
That's more important.
Well, I was actually going to bring that up, actually, and if it's okay, could we possibly have a chat about thumbnails? And what do we think about thumbnails? Do we click on a picture because it's drawn us in, or you know? Because I've been
sometimes.
I click on channels. It's because of what they're doing more than the thumbnail. If I'm looking, when I got into gold recovery, the thumbnail didn't make me click on them. It was more what the description said. We say 2 grams of gold from whatever amount of chips. I go, I want to have a look at how he's done that. So I didn't take any notice what the thumbnails were like. That was me personally, and it's still the same. I watch videos that interest me. The thumbnail doesn't make a difference to me. If it could be the best thumbnail in the world, or if it's about something I have no interest in, I won't click it.
Yeah, I agree with him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's for us that have got a real interest in something. But there must be hundreds and thousands and millions of people that haven't got an interest, haven't even got a channel, hasn't got anything. And they just go scrolling through every single minute of the day, every second, you know, and go, oh, what's that? Let's just click on it. And it's that click. When I click on it, they're going to have to watch the advert first and then see what it is and go, oh, this is a load of old rubbish anyway. I'm going.
I tend to click on a lot of thumbnails that have boobs and butts in them.
I
Female.
agree with him.
You know, there's two sides to that, right? You know, we will watch each other's videos because we're interested in what we're all doing, right? So I usually don't even bother to look at a thumbnail from someone whose channel I recognize because I'm going to watch the video anyway. Now
It's
that's
about the name
different
of the
from
channel, right?
someone who is not subscribed to you, where the video gets served up on their homepage or the view next. Now that thumbnail is important because that person doesn't know you and you're trying to get them to click,
Correct.
at least click, and then have a shot at what you're doing. And that's where
Yeah,
the thumbnail
my point
together.
would be that before you started doing your own YouTube videos, you went to videos that had something to do with what your hobby was. We'd say e-waste or street scrapping, and it didn't matter about the thumbnail then. But even before you started doing your own channel, you started watching e-waste bin because that's was something that interested you. It wasn't his thumbnails that brought you in. It was he was doing something that you had an interest in.
Yeah, but
I think if you could have the best thumbnail in the world, and if the person is not interested in e-waste, he's not going to click on my channel. Doesn't matter how good my thing is. If he's on there on YouTube looking for fishing, how to catch salmon, he's not going to go, oh, I'm looking how to catch salmon, but Jesus, this bucket over here has a nice thumbnail. I'm going to check and see what he's doing.
Oh, well, yeah, but chances
That's my
are,
point.
if somebody is
You know,
if
actually,
they're fishing, they're going to type in the search bar salmon fishing, and my videos are going to be presented to them anyway. So
Yeah, but 90% of the people who go on YouTube go on to watch a specific video. They go on with in mind already what they want to watch. They don't.
You know, Irish, there is
you don't
kind
turn
of
YouTube on and
manipulation.
go random stuff. You turn YouTube on because you want to hear a song, or you want to see a specific video, or you want to see that you might already have like to put in a search. We'd say copper prices. And then maybe your YouTube thumbnail might come in a bit better. But
You know, Irish, you can manipulate the title to this exactly audience you're gonna reach to. If, for example, you know, it will sound stupid, but if, for example, you wanna reach to the people who fishing the salmon, you're just gonna need to put the title on your video. Gold recovery, just like salmon fishing or something like that. Something
yeah,
like
I know. I'm not going
over
You're
it.
getting it wrong. I'm not going after the buck trying to fish salmon because he's going to come onto my channel and he's going to go, oh, I've no effing interest in this. You're an awful idiot. That's a total waste of my time. And he's going to give you a thumbs down.
There are some
Clickbait.
I don't want the guy that's looking for the salmon. I want the guy who has interest in what I'm doing.
But
I don't know.
He's
not going to come back every week and watch my video just because he stumbled onto it by mistake. That's my point.
well, and
Yeah,
that's
right,
right,
but
because
you
you
got
don't want
to
to
reach
your
somehow to
video.
those audience, right? So
Say
you
again?
got to catch at the beginning some audience, and later on you're gonna fish out all those what was interesting in it.
Speaking of fishing,
Yeah, but it's not what we're on about. We're on about like the thumbnail.
Yeah, I know. But as you are a small fish, you got to play. You got.
I wish I never mentioned fish. I wish I didn't mention fish.
But listen, Irish, I will do some browsing and I'll see an angle grinder that somebody's welded some nails onto it, and I'm thinking, why have they done that? That can't work. It's too dangerous. So I'll click on it just to see what is it
Yeah,
they've done to
what would you have gone on first to look for before you seen that? What would you have typed in first?
No, I don't necessarily. I don't type. I just browse.
Okay, so when you open up YouTube, YouTube will always go to what your interest in, what you've been kind of watching. YouTube will gear the videos to you already, so they know that you're into.
Is that why I get all those ladies?
Yeah, that's why you get all the. It's already geared to what you've already been watching. So if you've been watching metal work, if you've been watching home crafting, if you've been watching any of that stuff, it's going to gear the video towards that. Because when I open YouTube now, I guarantee you, I'll have gold recovery, I'll have scrap videos, I'll have a little bit of politics. I like a little bit of politics, believe it or not. That's where my argumental side comes in. So there'll be a little bit of politics videos showing up on my YouTube. And that's it. I don't bother looking for anything else outside of that because it's not my interest. And that's what I think 90% of the people that come onto YouTube are. And that's why thumbnails, I do my thumbnails. I put my thumbnail up. It might be the best thumbnail in the world, but I just put it up and you let YouTube decide your thumbnail, you said, Ian. And
I'll let YouTube decide. 90% of the time, from those three
it'd be interesting to see how many people have actually found my channel without being interested in scrap and stuff with me. I'd say very little. Same as how many people have found Ian. All right, hold on now. What's he doing here?
Now I'm showing my standard page when I open YouTube. Look at this. Here's something with boobs. This is about space. And this is the music. Then you get some music, some movies. Here's Scrapping Irish. This is Cobra Kai. Here's more boobs. Let's see. Here's more boobs. Let's see. Whatever. Oh, look,
I'm
more
detecting
boobs.
a common theme.
Hey, look, Jeanette Williams. I know her.
Yeah. So these are people who are subscribed to
Here, workout, more boobs and butts and stuff.
Yeah. Well, this is my point exactly. This is stuff.
Yeah, there, more boobs and butts.
And YouTube has already sending
Another
the
live
stuff
stream.
to watch.
Oh, look,
to
a sword.
your
Stuff
YouTube.
that's related. Yeah, more boobs and butts. Oh yeah, more butts and boobs.
Okay.
Like that. You know, there's a pattern forming there.
Yeah, but that's my point exactly.
I might have accidentally clicked on a few of those, and now I get them recommended to me all the time.
Yeah, but that's my point exactly. YouTube will push your channel to people that are geared already to that sort of stuff. And even if the thumbnail is not good, they'll still click on it because it's what they're interested in.
You know, as I look at mine, I see like comedy shows, politicians thingy, books, and cooking shows.
Yeah, so you do cook. You like watching cooking shows on YouTube. More than myself, you must like looking at a bit of politics every so often. So YouTube,
quite often.
Yeah. So that's my point. The thumbnail is not being pushed to the person. If the person is used to going onto YouTube looking for a certain type of thing, that's all YouTube's going to show them. Doesn't matter how good your thumbnail is, they're not going to go, I know you're interested in fishing.
Hold on. What is that? Is that Ian playing with his microphone or what?
No, when I came on here, it said something like, until you update your iOS, you're going to suffer stuttering and something.
Then update it.
Yes, but I'll update it after I've come.
Well, anyway, I've had my say.
After you reach 100K.
So I'm going to shoot it over to Snobby to have his say about the thumbnails.
Oh, what I said about that.
Yeah, you started the question. Yeah.
Well, no, I was just asking, but it made me moved on to something else really about what you were saying about, you know, in your search bar, blah, 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 right? But obviously, as Ian just said, you see something with a grinder that's got nuts and bolts or something welded to it, or a strimmer that's just got one metal spike hook, you know. So you do go scrolling, browsing, I use the right word, and you're going to learn many other things as well. You are going to learn a lot from how other people do their channel and what they do and how much time they put into their videos. You know,
my point was that it wouldn't show Ian that grinder with the things on it, because if he wasn't interested in that stuff already, it wouldn't have shown up on his thing. It's not like if you're into fishing, and we'd say people are just, I go back to the fishing, I know that I said I wouldn't, but if you're into fishing, most of your stuff is going to be fish orientated. They're not going to stick a Scrapping Irish video into the middle of it, or an Ian Matthews into the middle of their suggested video, because the chance of that person being interested in that is fairly slim. Now, they might stick in instead of a fishing video, they might stick in cooking fish. Because again, it's to do with fish, and it's to do with what the person, they go, oh, well, this person watches a lot of fishing videos. Maybe they want to know how to cook that fish.
Goldfish.
Goldfish, maybe.
I got some aluminium fish.
You know, so like, well, my point is the chances of your video showing up in a complete gene pool that isn't already what the person is interested in, I think is fairly slim, because YouTube try and make sure that they want to get the most ad revenue they can. So they want to make sure they're not sending videos to someone who isn't going to click on that video in the first place, because then they've wasted their time and they're wasting the ad time. They want as many clicks as they can. So that's why they'll push that type of video to whatever that person is watching a lot of. So then again, that's when your description will come in. So if someone is looking for money-making stuff, if you have in your tags money-making, cash, free cash, then your scrapping video might show up there, because you're showing people how to make money out of scrap. So that's sort of it.
Listen, apologies. I'm going to go switch this off. It's breaking up very, very badly. I'll just go back into chat.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Thank God for that.
Bye.
Thank God. Thank God for that. Yeah.
And
So
What a nuisance that man is sometimes.
yeah,
And
right
he
now,
got to 10,000 subs, and he's an amateur.
Yeah, you'd think he'd have some better gear.
Welcome,
Yeah.
Street Copper.
Street Copper, welcome in. Sorry, guys, if I'm ignoring people in the chat. It's just I like when we get into this bit of nitty gritty talk about YouTube
I'm
and
trying
other
to
stuff.
put an eye on the chat, at least a little bit. So I do my best.
okay.
And actually, the last one from Snobby was quite good about those thumbnail. And I got one more question for you guys.
Well, I don't think we're finished on the thumbnails yet. We because let everyone have a say on the thumbnails, because my say is thumbnails don't matter. Your say, Snobby, is thumbnails do matter.
No, I'm not saying they matter. I mean, I found, right, sometimes my less boring, and I mean completely boring, thumbnails have done far better in views than one that I've really tried to hype up and put lots of text writing on and stuff.
I got
Not appealing to everyone. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
Snobby, as far you're trying too hard and you put too many emojis and too, like, jumping on the eye text and so on, that could be like a little bit too much for someone. And it's instead of taking the attention, it's take it like, okay, I'm not gonna watch that.
Gemma, the link is there on the pinned comments if you want to come up.
It is quite hard to find the balance to catch the attention and not scare away the viewers.
Yeah, but we have to move. But we have to, I believe, move forward. From what was available 5 years ago. What's available today? I'm still learning that there is still loads more available out there with, like live emojis that you can incorporate. I mean, there's so much out there; it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
we're moving forward with what we can do.
Be like, just jump and grab your eyes, basically.
Yeah,
but yeah, for someone,
I don't go by the thumbnails. I go by the description or what it's about before I click on the video. Now, again, I'll watch any of the people that I'm already subscribed to, but today, like, I found another new scrapper I hadn't got because, again, it was recommended to me, and I go, oh, that's a scrap channel. I clicked on it, but the last time that person done a video was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it wasn't their thumbnail that caught me. It was because they were into scrapping that I went on.
Yeah.
And I left a comment on the video saying, they came across you now. Have seen you haven't done a video in a long time. Are you planning on coming back doing videos on YouTube? And just see, now that person could be dead. That person could have decided YouTube is no longer for them and that sort of thing. But that video was recommended to me, or I clicked on that video, not because of the thumbnail. It was a new channel that I hadn't seen before that's into scrapping. And that just showed up. And the same with Shark Scrapper's video today. I clicked on a video that was 9 months old because it showed up on my stream, and one I hadn't watched. And I left a comment catching up on some of your old videos. But it was YouTube that had pushed that into my stream to look at it. Because
and that's really weird when that happens too. I mean, I get these comments on videos that are 6 to 9 months old, and then I have to think to myself, okay, what was in that video again?
Yeah. But that was YouTube that actually recommended that to me today. I was looking through a lot of scrap videos, and next minute when I refreshed the YouTube suggestions, up came that video, and I said, I go, Shark has a new video out, and I clicked on it. I go, oh no, this is 9 months old.
Sharky,
I get that too sometimes.
Quite often take me back to rewatch the video to be able to answer the comments, right?
Yeah.
Gemma, welcome in.
Oh, hello, Gemma.
Hey, what's your take on the thumbnails?
Yeah, so for me, I think there's a mixture of both thumbnails and content. I think for me, the brighter the thumbnail is that appeals to you and what the topic is, it's going to draw you in regardless. I think also what we need to focus on as well is not just the thumbnails. Yes, they're good to appeal to the channel and draw new viewers in, but like I said to Snobby and to Rafael and the chat, is that it's about personality. That I subscribe to all of you guys because your personality really suited me. Like you guys are funny, you have topics, you're able to joke, you have humor, you're not just serious about the topics that you talk about or your experiences, what you know about like scrapping and e-waste and everything that I've learned about by being on your channels. But you guys are able to have a laugh. You're relaxed. You're not always formal. You muck about with each other, and that's what I like about you guys, because I can pick up the humour, and I can come over to you guys, and I can chill out from doing what I'm doing on my channel.
Yeah.
No matter what important things we're doing on the bench and scrapping out, it's always the conversation can always get like sidetracked and end up like just a stupid joke and everyone laughing instead of paying attention on what we are doing. That's just normal.
Well, I think tags are more important than thumbnails, because if you have the right wording in your tag thing, if someone types in a search and you have enough of the right words, they're going to push your video to that person. So if someone puts in gold recovery, I try and make sure I have gold, I have recovery, I have gold recovery, I have precious metal recovery, and I try and get as many of the triple worded tags as possible, because a lot of people, when they go onto YouTube, they'll type in the search bar what they're interested in. So whether it's, as I said, they're trying to make, we say, free money or ways to make money is what a lot of people will try and look for. So that's why I try and put ways to make money in my tags, or trash to cash, or cash to try, whatever way you want to put it.
I never put anything like that about the money so far. It's all about what I put. It was about scrapping and recycling.
Yeah, but I'm just making a point of money. I'm not saying you have to put money in. Yeah, don't take me literally when I say something. What I mean is, try and gear your tags to what the audience you're trying to bring in. So if you're
Irish, I will take it anyway, literally. Then later on, I can make joke on you.
I think as well, like, we need to remember that YouTube is about personality. When you come onto YouTube, you are seen as a personality. You're not just seen as someone who knows about a certain topic, or with me, I live with a certain disabilities. I'm not just seen for that. I'm seen as the personality. I'm seen as the person who lives her life regardless of having certain limitations. I'm not just someone who is defined by what I live with.
Yeah, well, that comes when you've got the person in the door. That's when your personality comes into it. When you get the person to come in the door, then how do you keep them? It's your personality that keeps them on your channel and keeps them coming back, watching your videos every week. Your content keeps bringing them back, but the personality is a big thing on YouTube. If there's a channel, like there's a couple of scrap channels I used to watch, but they didn't, at the end of it, they weren't, I couldn't take to them, or I didn't like the way they talked to people, or even in their comments, the way they were smart with people. If someone asks you a genuine question, and if you can't answer it, you just say, I don't know the answer to that, or whatever. But some people get Nancy in the comments, and then I go, oh, this person is just in YouTube for the wrong reason. They're in YouTube, they don't want to be questioned on anything, they don't want to be done. And their personality then was the thing that pushed me away from them. But as Jim has said, if your personality is good, once they're there, people will stick with you. That's what I think is more important than the thumbnails.
They have to get to know you first, though. So,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They have to get to know you. They have to.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think it's about the tags or drawing people in. As soon as you've got the people drawing into your channel just based on your personality, like with Snobby, when I first started watching Snobby through Rafal's channel, and I clicked onto one of his live streams, I watched half an hour of him talking, and then when he started bringing up the guests onto the panel, that's what sold me. I'm like, this dude can go from being formal, talking about what he does, how he sorts things out, how he plans things, and then all of a sudden you can see the different side of Snobby. You see the guy who's laughing, joking, and he's chilling out, and he's having a laugh with people, and he accepts everyone regardless of who they are. And I like that about people, because a lot of people judge you. That first intention, they decide whether they hate you or whether they like you. So it's that quick decision to go, oh, am I going to stick with this person? Do I like them enough to stick around? And to me, Snobby told me within minutes. I was very convinced. I was like, oh, this guy's really nice. I like him. So I stuck around.
Ali Mac, welcome in. Yeah, so Ian reckons you don't need tags when you're established, like a big YouTuber like Ian. He doesn't need to use his tags anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the tags are just part of the SEO, so the algorithm understands which audience to try to put you in front of. But after the algorithm gets to know you as the creator, the algorithm is going to default to a certain type of audience for your videos.
So
Yeah.
I should no longer put Wonder Woman body paint step-by-step stuff in my tags then?
No.
It will probably confuse the algorithm.
To do that,
Okay.
wait
I
until
think
it's
I think the description sells you more than anything. What you put in your description in your video, that's what sells people to your channel. Because as long as you put like the hashtags or you put what you're doing in the description, people go by that. They go, oh, well, today they're talking about this, 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 and they go and look that up. And then once they've looked it up, they go, oh, I want to subscribe to you. That's it.
Hmm.
They do it by the description.
Well,
Yeah.
so
Exactly, James.
Gemma, you just
Exactly.
brought up an interesting
So,
point. And I'd
Irish,
like
can I ask my question now?
Oh, well,
Or is it not allowed?
just one more second. Shark was just going to say something, and then you can come straight in. Go on, Shark. What were you saying?
I was going to say, Gemma just brought up a good point about the description, and I'd be curious for everybody that's in the chat, just go ahead and say yes or no. Do you read the description before you look at a video?
That's what Raphael was about to say, I'd say.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ah, poor Raphael. Go grab a beer.
And he was waiting so long to say it, and then you just took it.
Well,
What do you think, though?
I usually
Sometimes-
don't read the description.
Lemmy says yes. UK Scrapper says no. I would. Would I read the description? No. Well, I would actually. Yeah, if it says on it gold recovery or scrapping somewhere in the description, straight away I'm in there. So I suppose I would read descriptions.
okay.
Yeah,
My
sometimes- A lot of
I
people.
find reading
a lot of
description
people
a
out
lot
there-
easier because if I go into someone's video and that I scroll automatically to the bottom and I see the description what they've put, I'm like, oh, they're talking about, oh, say for instance, I went onto an autism channel yesterday and they were talking about aggression and aggressive meltdowns. So I was like, oh, okay, I've not heard about this topic before. And I clicked it because as soon as I saw the word aggression or anger, I'm like, oh, I haven't talked about this. So I looked at it and it's given me ideas to do for my own channel. So it's just words in the description that can catch you.
Yeah, I suppose that the title catches me more than the description. If the title has anything to do with scrapping in it or e-waste or something like that, straight away I'm on that channel. If the title catches me, it's because it straight away draws me to what it's about. So if it has like gold recovery, straight away I'm in there. If it has scrapping or copper or anything at all to do with what I'm interested in, I'm straight onto it,
And what point when we talk about interest? Now we talk about interest in the content of the channel, right? But do you find that some people might even take an interest in the other things about you? Like I have a sort of very small collection of vices, and there's a lot of men out there that obviously have vices, and they might want to see the next vice that I find.
Yeah,
Well,
that comes back again to Jim's personality thing. That once you have someone in there, you can show them your other interests, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
you might get more people coming into your channel then, or that person might share out. Say that you've got someone in, and then all of a sudden they're also a member of another group which collects vices. And next thing
That
they
just
go,
kind
oh,
of
you know what? I'm going to share out
sidetrack,
Snobby Scrap Picker's video because he's on about vices there, and these lads might be interested. And next minute you have another group of people come and watching your video.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I prefer not to share my vices other than ice cream.
I think sometimes opening up.
I'd like to see what Raphael's question was. Raphael, what was your question?
I got nothing to say.
I think like Snobby just said, I think opening up about our vices is quite important because it helps people to get to know you more in depth rather than just the subject that you're talking about. If you can open yourself up and go, oh, here's more about me, here's what I'm interested in outside of my channel content, then people will click with you because they think, oh, they're not just all about this one thing, they can talk about something else.
Yeah.
That's a true point. Like this, people once people get into your channel, they like to know more about you. They like to know what else you do other than gold. Say me with gold recovery or Raphael with his thing. But see, Raphael there does a couple of different things. He does his cooking. He does his mushroom hunting. He does his metal detecting. So like that sort of thing that he will have people who are interested in scrap and watching them. He'll have people who are interested in metal detecting watching them. He'll also get people who like to see cooking channels coming in watching them. So he's put a lot of different things out there.
That's why I keeping like two things separated. I putting out my videos and they are shuffled with different like topics all week. But at the Saturday, all the people can just join me at the stream and just ask whatever they want, and I will.
Well, that's same here. Like we talk about right? Stuff here too. Yeah, that's what I like about the lives, and I like it about Snobby's live. It's not all about scrap. You might want to try and get it all about scrap, start off about scrap or whatever, but it usually ends up talking about anything that's going on in everyone's life. So people get to know a lot more about people. So which is I think that's the good thing about the live shows. You can do more than just talk about scrap. It shows that you're
person in like almost in person.
Yeah.
Very, very.
Deja wants to know, may I join? Of course you can join, Deja. The link is there. The link is there.
Been an absolute pleasure for the last hour. And I'll see you all soon. Take care.
Take care, Snobby.
Snobby, thanks for being up as usual. I appreciate it.
Bye for now. Bye.
See ya.
But yeah, so Shark, do you do a lot on your tags, or not your tags, your actual thumbnails. Your thumbnails are very colorful. There's a lot of sometimes emojis on them, or there's a lot of description on them. Do you find that something that you conscious? Well, it is something that you've done consciously, of course. But have you felt it's made a difference to your channel?
I'm still learning. So what I'm trying to do is I will go in and every now and then I'll look at the different types of thumbnails and look at their click-through rates to see if there's some common theme in one type of thumbnail has a better click-through rate than another type of thumbnail. So for me, I'm still in the experimenting and learning phase.
But this is actually quite hard to see, Sharky, I must say, because, even though, for example, I used to make the same or at least similar thumbnail for my
Kevin McGrath in with
Saturday nights, right? And some of them, it's get like, let's say, from 300 to 600 views and so on. And it's not week by week, it's totally shuffled. It's all about how much people have time in during the year. Last time I did look at the yearly, diagram, and that looked a little bit more clear than monthly or let's say 3 months and so on. So thumbnail basically does nothing whatsoever. It's all about the time of the year and how much time people spend at the house and at the YouTube. In my opinion,
it's all about the schedule as well. How much planning you put into doing your videos. Like I upload every 2 to 3 days, and my topics are usually backed up weeks in advance. I'll go on to autism sites or forums, or I'll read newspaper articles and I keep copies of them, write my notes up, and then I film 3-4 days behind. So right now I have 3-4 videos ready to go. I just need to separate them to different days so I can upload them. It's about the schedule.
Yeah.
I have a guy in the basement, or I presume it's a guy going by the name. I just need the person who's in the basement. You need to turn your mic on because your mic isn't turned on and your camera isn't on. I know some people don't like to come up and show their face, so just turn your camera on for a second so I can see that you're not someone that's going to turn the camera on and be totally nude as soon as I bring you up. So if you can turn your camera on in the basement, because someone new that I haven't had up before. So I'm just
he was here last week asking about it. So
yeah, no, but I just need him to see that he's not going to turn his camera on.
Yeah, true.
Be totally naked. So until his camera turns on, I can't bring you up. Sorry.
We are not going to be impressed.
Yeah,
you don't have a camera. Okay. Seeing he doesn't have a camera.
Next, my schedule is quite sustainable because of my autism. I have to schedule my videos because if I don't put them onto a planned schedule, my anxiety gets the best of me and it basically just takes over and I can't do anything at that point. So I literally plan my videos down to the absolute last minute if I can possibly help it.
Turn your mic on in the basement, anyways, because you have to turn your mic on before you can come up.
You know, Gemma, there are some creators that will have half a year worth of material already scheduled up, so that they're they'll do massive filming sessions, all edited, queue it all up, and then they've got all that free time then to plan for the next several months. I think that's fantastic the way you do it. My congratulations on being able to schedule it out like that.
Yeah.
I think it's the way it keeps my anxiety lowered, and so I have two folders here.
Kevin, the link is pinned to the comments at the top. You should be able to see the link for the chat. I have it pinned on the YouTube side.
That's like Sharp. I can show you. Like, this is my folder that I have for planned videos that I'm going to be doing to my channel, and then I have a folder here. That's my completed one. So this year I've already done 12 videos for this year already, and then these are the videos I am doing. So I have two separate folders, so I know which ones are which. So that's kind of how I work on things. My channel, I keep everything separate folders, notebooks.
Half as organized as you, Gemma. So even in my full-time job, I'm not half as organized as that.
I am very
I'm quite lucky. My brain
at
works
being
logical.
very inconsistent.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Eamon.
Hello, Kevin.
Hello. Good afternoon.
One more thing about thumbnails, though.
Welcome, sir.
One more thing about thumbnails. I have noticed that many people's thumbnails actually look very much the same, especially when it's involving street scrapping. You get a picture of the street with a pile of trash, and look what I found, something like that, and it's all the same. And then I have to check who is this guy. Let's check him out. Oh, this is that guy. Let's check him out. Or someone I don't know yet. Maybe I'll have a look.
Yeah, well, when I start doing my
thumbnails are basically the same.
Keep my logo always in my thumbnail.
Yeah, that's how you recognize
the brand at the time. I think to myself,
That's the key. I keep my logo at least for the quarter of the screen. So
I just have my banner in my.
I just keep my logo everywhere, so people get to recognize my logo, and they go, "Oh, that's that Scrapping Irish book." I'm not going near that channel again.
I was about to say that. If I
change it up to the Irish Scrapper.
Yeah, I was going to go with the Irish Scrapper, but then I said I'd go Scrapping Irish and play on the words of the Fighting Irish.
Yeah.
Because fighting
and Ian Matthews, I'm glad you're going to plan some new videos.
We say we had a scrap. If you got into a fight with someone, you go, "Oh, I had a scrap with your man down the road." So that's why I'll play on the Fighting Irish. I'll do the Scrapping Irish.
Yep.
That
I'm
was
glad
my
I'm able to help you, Ian Matthews. I'm glad you're going to plan your videos. That might make you feel a bit easier.
Might get them to 100,000 as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Like
Different
about
houses,
the
different
planning
streets. Yeah.
so on, though not too far forward, because as I used to like sort my videos in folders, in files, and so on. But after some time, when I try to go through which video I'm supposed to post today or in the next week or something like that, then I look, okay, this video I make some time ago, it's too old, it's too crappy, or it's too something. Yeah, so
See?
there's plenty of videos.
Lenny got my play on words.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, my biggest challenge is that the nature of my material is very dependent on certain days of the week. Things happening. There's only certain days of the week when bulk waste gets picked up, and so I'm out those days recording when I'm doing the pickup, and then putting the video together. What I do try to schedule out in longer term are the e-waste specific or the item specific kind of scrap outs, because sometimes I have to build up a supply of 3 or 4 of the same thing to be able to effectively put together one of those scrapping videos.
Yeah, and you can only collect so many shelving units.
Yeah. How is any wire shelving left anywhere in Florida? Because surely you've picked it all up by now. I reckon you're going around, you just keep dropping it at night, and you go, I'll pick that up again in the morning.
No more wire shelvings.
But you know how Sharky get me into that shelving at one point. He put out like question at some point how many linear meter I get of that shelving
A week?
wire shelvings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
I look at it. Okay, I look exactly how many he pick up, and I was thinking, okay, how many linear meter, and I didn't think shelvings. I mean wires in the shelving.
Oh. How much wire?
And then I
meter.
and actually like clicked on switch, and I begin to count. Okay, it's look like 1 meter, a little bit over, let's say 120 meter, and then 30 centimeter this way, and then begin to count. Dang, I come up with numbers, and at the end of the video, I feel like really.
And then you realize that you missed one row. You have to go back and count it all over.
Dang, man, I feel stupid.
Yeah, and there's a good question now that Boschkoll has asked there, Paul Shartall. We'll go around and we'll ask everyone, how did everyone come up with their name for their channel? Everyone, I told you how we came up with mine. Instead of, I took it from the Fighting Irish, and I went Scrapping Irish, and Scrap and Irish are known for getting in and out scrap every so often. So that's where I came up with it. Raphael is fairly straightforward, I presume. It's just his name.
Yeah, there is nothing to explain in here, right?
My mom and dad came up with mine.
Hold on, I'll come to you in a minute.
Oh, sorry.
Shark Scrapper, how did you come up with Shark Scrapper?
So I love scrapping, and I love sharks, and I do intend to eventually start donating a portion of the proceeds from this channel to shark research and shark related programs. So just tied the two together.
Okay. Kevin, how did you come up with your name?
I took my driver's license out of my wallet and said, wow, look at that. That's a good name to use.
Have you decided on changing your name of your channel yet?
Nah, I haven't confirmed anything, but it's still, the space between my ears, it's got so much room to move around in there. So
Silver Fox Scrapper is the one, because you have the silver, which people like. Straight away, people will be Googling silver recovery, and they go, oh, Silver Fox. And then, of course, you're like, to all the women, you're just a little fox.
If you say so.
And then,
you've been talking to my wife?
Asking Andy about your face, it is a silvery color.
They get disappointed as they visit the channel, right?
He's going to have to hire a model.
Your channel name, why did you decide to call it the name it is?
Yeah, so originally my channel was a different name, and then I was at a autism meeting in my local community, and one of the nurses who I was talking to, because I do a lot of education at my local hospital, and they said, Gemma, you really should change your channel name to Gemma's Journey. I was like, why? And they said, well, think about it. And they said, your journey living with autism is a journey, because every time it changes, like everything you go through is not just your autism. It's the fact that you overcome it by doing strategies. You go out and you test yourself, and you do things that people don't expect of the typical autistic person. So I came back home, sat and going, Gemma's Journey, actually, it's quite a good ring to it. So I came back onto YouTube, edited my description and my channel name. I'm like, Gemma's Journey, because Gemma is my name and Grace is my surname. I thought, well, mix it up a bit, put Gemma's Journey Grace, because it's both my real names and the fact that my autism is a journey because it changes. So that's why I changed it to what it is.
And I wonder how Ralph came up with his name. Ralph?
Well, I was thinking I want to place a comment on this video, but then apparently I couldn't, because I didn't have a Google account or YouTube account. So I made a YouTube account, and I had to fill in a name. So I filled in my first name, I filled in my last name. That kind of became the thing. And by the time I started uploading stuff, I thought maybe I need to make like a YouTube name, like metal melter or something like that, or melted Ralph or scrapped Ralph, which I have down here. But then again, scrapping is not the only thing I do. Melting is not the only thing I do. And by the time I kind of got into the whole YouTube thing, people knew me as just my name, kind of like Ian Matthews. And yeah, exactly. So I just kept it like this. And some people say, "Oh, you're using your real name. Aren't you afraid you get like swatted or whatever?" Well, that's not a thing over here. So who would want to swat someone who melts metals? I don't know.
Okay, well, I
they will
should
find you at the doctor room.
Raphael, you can ask the next question for the panel. See, I'm going to get a drink. You can make up a question we all have to answer. So,
okay, I got one question. Any one of you guys, did you see what Estonian Scrapper create last few days? That was Pirate Story.
No, I need to go check.
That was pretty funny, pretty cool. I do like that. I do like that.
I didn't get any notices that he put up a video. I got to go check my bell.
Yeah, so I need to check mine.
That happens sometimes. For some reason, you'll have clicked someone's bell, but then for some reason or another, you go back a while. You haven't gotten a notification. You go in and look, and it's been unclicked. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, that was actually a long story. It started long time ago. Then I did send him something, and he decided to make some cool story about that. And he put the first part of that, and he, he wear like pirate hat and so on, and he just tell the story in the background and just play the role inside. That's really funny. He make it really nice, I must say. I did get a laugh. I must say.
Well, we're gonna have to go check that out for sure.
Oh, when he got
actually, I was the main character in the story. So
first blood.
When he got the doll, the It doll he bought from the Diesels. He also made a pretty cool unboxing video.
Yeah, he does that well as. He does that well too, I must say.
It's like tomorrow I have a autism and empathy video coming out because a few people have approached me recently and said that apparently I'm lacking empathy in some of my videos. So I'm like, okay, that's calls for video. I think I need to explain myself. So yeah, that's going to come out tomorrow.
I sound empathic for most of my coworkers, so no worry, James.
Yeah, I was going to say, Gemma, at least they were being polite to you. Usually they just call me a jerk.
So what else?
Yeah, I get called rude, or I've had people say to me, "Oh, what's wrong with you? Like you're on a panel and someone's in distress, or they appear to be sad. Like what's wrong with you? Why aren't you picking it up?" And I'm like, I'm trying to, but because of how my brain works, I can't process it. I have to sit here and think about it. By the time I've done that, it's too late. Then I get in trouble.
Oh, well, no worries.
Yeah, exactly.
I have that every day.
So, what did Estonian do? I missed it.
Then you got to watch this video.
Oh, well, I'll watch his video later.
Yeah.
So, Shark, have you a question for everyone? See, we're on the question time.
Have I a question for everyone? So we talked about tags and titles and thumbnails and content. Well, so my question that would be, how do you deal with? It used to be called writer's block. I guess in the YouTube world we would call it content block.
Creator's block, maybe.
Creator's block.
Okay, well, as I said last week, I had no video done, and I just decided not to worry about it. I just go, I have no video, it's not going out. Simple as. I didn't let it get to me because again, I as I say, YouTube for me is just a pastime. I understand other people are doing YouTube full time. For me, I still have to get up in the morning and go to work, whether I put a video out on Thursday night or don't put a video out Thursday night or Thursday. I still have to get up for work. It doesn't make a difference to me. YouTube doesn't. So as far as I was concerned, if I don't have anything ready to go out, I won't worry too much about it. That's my answer. Raphael?
I have no idea what that means. What is those?
When you're stuck for something to do, if you haven't got a video and you're not sure what to put out, what do you do? How do you get over it?
You have no content left, and you have no idea what to do.
You've scrapped everything in the world.
No, so far I never be in that situation. I got over, I guess, 50 videos ready to edit. Though that's the problem for me, editing. I got content made, I got material made. I just need to edit it and post it out. And so far, I'm still managing to put at least one video a week. So that's all cool.
Okay, Kevin.
If I see something, I might be driving around. My wife and I are doing some stuff outside. I drive around, like I picked up the horse video the other day. It's just, I said, "Man, that looks nice. I'll take a couple minutes of the horses just rolling around in the pen."
Okay.
So I picked it up, put it up.
Yeah, I saw that.
For me, if I run out of content or I get to a point where I don't have any content left, what I usually do is that I go into either my poetry content or I'll go into research mode. So I kind of disappear off YouTube. I'm like, okay, what can I research? So I'm ready to drop a video. And that kind of diverts me away from not having content. I go into research mode. So I kind of just disappear and get my notepad and my pens out and plan my videos that way.
Okay. And Ralph?
Well, I have so many ideas of things that I want to make that I'm probably not going to be running out of ideas on the metal casting part. I have quite a lot of dumpster diving footage that I can turn into at least another probably 8 compilations. And Gemma, later Gemma dropped out. And I've yesterday come in contact with another metal caster who had a challenge-ish thing. He said, here's an STL file, which is a 3D file for an object, which is this thing, which I printed yesterday.
Oh, that's nice.
2 pickaxes and a cogwheel. And where's the smaller one? I have.
That's for the mining industry.
Kind of, yeah. I made a tiny one as well. And I'll probably make a couple of more different sizes. And his challenge was to do this in aluminium bronze. So 95% copper and 5% aluminium. And that will turn into a nice golden color, and see how well this will work. So that's one of my future projects. But I have many more laying around. I have the belt buckle from the Power Rangers for Nero. I have the Transformers logos. I have something I want to make for Gemma. I still need to cast a copper hammer for Redneck Stacker. There's a lot of things I still want to make. I have some slots I want to make for Lady Bullion.
Okay, Shark, and what do you do over your if you're stuck for content? What do you get stuck, or have you something every week, or do you go, oh, what am I going to do this week?
Well, it's easy not to get stuck because at least twice a week I have street scrapping, bulk waste kind of stuff to go do, and I never know how that's going to play out. So there's that always provides me an opportunity for at least 1 video a week, usually 2 videos a week. And then I just build in the e-waste specific or item specific type scraps. I just keep building up a backlog of those videos so that I have those ready to go. I've been fortunate so far that I haven't
stripping on the set.
No, I'm getting hot here.
I have a question for everyone with their YouTube channels. When I started first scrapping, and I was just doing the scrapping, and every evening I was scrapping, and I was just getting through my stuff. Has anyone else slowed down on the scrapping because of YouTube? I noticed I had. I was more worried about getting the video out than actually getting through the scrap I had to get through, just because I had done a video on the stuff. We said there was laptops there, and I'd done a video on scrapping our laptop. Then I put all my laptops aside and I go, I'll get to them someday. but I need to get on to next week's video. So what will I scrap out for next week's video? Do you push stuff aside and not scrap out as much stuff as you used to just because of YouTube? That's what I noticed I was doing, that I was ignoring. I have a pile of boards out there that I need to depopulate, but because I've already done a video on depopulating them, I haven't done it yet, even though I should be doing it because I need to clear my e-waste stuff down.
Just get rid of them. I got answer to that. Let's say 40% of the things what's laying around here, it's only because I want to make video out of that.
Okay.
Your
scrapping has turned in the same as me, more into YouTube than what you originally were doing, which was a scrapper.
No, not really. I want to scrap it all. I'm gonna get rid of that. But as far as going through that stuff and so on, then certainly I grab one thing. Oh, that's really stuff. I gotta save that for the video, and then I just put it aside.
How much scrapping did you do this week compared to 5 years ago?
For sure, not same amount.
Exactly. There's my point exactly. You're more into YouTube than a scrapper anymore. You're more a YouTuber than a scrapper. I'm not saying that.
I will not agree with that.
Nothing wrong with that. That's the way we've headed. That's what we've started doing. That's what I've started doing. That's what you started doing. And I'm sure if I go to Shark, I'm going to get something around that sort of answer. Shark?
Well, so 5 years ago, I was working full-time and scrapping a weekend project. So
once you started scrapping stuff out, do you do as much scrapping as you do now, or is it all more to do with YouTube?
I don't know what the answer is there, to be perfectly honest with you. I've been trying to work and find a balance between the two. So, I can't. One thing I know is there are some weeks that I cannot slow down the scrap load, because when you've got 700 to 1,000 pounds of computers coming in every week, they will stack up and fall on you if you don't keep up with them. So that sort of drives me to a certain level of scrapping, regardless of what I'm doing with my videos.
Yeah, but that must take an effect on you on your YouTube side then, as in you must feel pressured to try and get the YouTube video out, even though your time is being ate into by the scrapping, because you have to get the scrapping done. But you have already committed to 2 videos a week and stuff like that. Do you find then maybe that you don't have the time to watch other people's videos like you used to?
Now, that can be the challenge. Is I don't have the time to watch as many of other people's videos as I would like to.
Because something has to give, especially I know me working full time. I'm gone from 8 o'clock in the morning, well, before 8, because I have to travel to work, and I'm not back. I don't finish work till 6, so I'm not going to be back until after that. Then I have to cook my dinner. I have to shower. I have to clean up around the house, do my other stuff first. Then I have a choice: do I watch YouTube, or do I go out scrapping, or do I sit down and watch a movie or whatever? So there has to be a balance. And some weeks, that's why last week I didn't put a video out. I just didn't want to. I just didn't have time to do a video, and I had other stuff I had to do, and that had to take priority over YouTube, because at the end of the day, YouTube is YouTube should be. I do YouTube because I like the bit of banter like we're having here, the conversations, the meeting other people, seeing what other people are at, and then if I don't have the time for a video that week, I'm not going to put the video up that week. You know?
Yeah.
Well, you got a ghost in the house, Ralph?
No, I heard some noise and I didn't know where it came from, but it could be another stream I have open.
Oh, Parkness. How are you, sir?
Hello, Parkness.
Kevin. What's your name?
What's your name?
You put that in the chat. Didn't you read that?
I hadn't time. That's why I missed the chat. I'm trying to make sure that you're not misbehaving. I have it over here with the remove button. Ready to press it as soon as you misbehave.
You gotta watch it, especially now that you got Parkness up, because he can be a real troublemaker sometimes.
Yeah, he never shuts up.
Oh yes.
Just watch for the button. You hit that button. And Mark Nestle
I
stand
can just go, oh, Raphael has been rude. Oh, where's he gone?
Where'd he go?
But anyhow, I didn't get all the way through that question. We go to who was next? Who was going to be Kevin? Kevin. So
I don't know. We're all out of order now.
Since you started doing you don't do that many videos yet, but is your plan to do more videos on scrapping eventually on your channel, or what's your plan?
Well, it's not so much the scrapping as if I find something that interests me, I would video a few minutes and post it. And it might interest someone else. Just something random. You know,
so,
watching two guys beat the hell out of each other at Dunkin' Donuts. You know, I mean, that'd be something to watch.
Yeah, but like we say, most of us are, we've set our streams as in, most of my videos are e-waste. I will throw in an odd scrapping video and I'll throw in an odd bit of drone footage or somewhere in Ireland that I might go and see when they allow us to travel around the country again. So I kind of set mine to that. And we say Shark has set his to his street scraps and his e-waste recovery and stuff like that. So you're kind of not setting yourself, you're not pigeonholing yourself into anything. You're just going to whatever you feel like watching, whatever you feel like videoing, that's it.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I enjoy doing the scrapping because it fills the day. If I have nothing to do work-wise and there's nothing to do around the house, I don't want to sit in front of the computer for 6 hours. So,
damn you, Raphael, and you eating sweets. That means I have to go around.
Everything between your ears turns to mush. So I'd rather do something that is a bit interesting besides watching the other scrapping videos.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Ralph, do you find that you're still micro scrapping as we speak, but do you still scrap out as much, or are you just looking to do something for videos only?
In the beginning, I would just take everything apart to get all the medals that I wanted. But now I have said, this is an interesting item. I'll put that aside for a video. And now I have a whole pile of stuff that's interesting for a video.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying there, that I've neglected. I'm looking over here in front of me there at the moment. I have 2 full boxes of LED lights that need to be stripped out and the aluminium taken off them and all that sort of stuff. And I haven't got around to it because I was trying. I was thinking, would I save it for a video or what would I do? You know?
Now there's a name, Grandpa Kevin.
Grandpa Kevin.
Grandpa McGrath.
Now seeing Raphael. Has anyone else got a question they want to bring up? Kevin,
my wife says I should use Kevin McScrapper.
Kevin, have you a question you'd like to ask all the wise men on the panel?
No, because everybody's younger than me.
How old are you, Kevin?
You're in charge when I'm going getting something to eat. You're in charge.
Was that a comment for me, Shark? How old am I?
Yeah.
I'm 69. I'll be 70 on the 15th of February.
Tag on, you geezer.
Valentine's.
And we thought Ian was old.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow, you look good for a 70-year-old man.
Yeah, better than Ian.
Stretch it out, get rid of the crinkles.
Yeah.
Makes a difference. Look at that. 10 years younger.
Yeah, trying to face the 6 years off you.
Okay, so I will ask a question that Ian brought up in the chat a little while back. I don't think he brought it up necessarily as a question, but he did make a comment. And so I will say,
thanks, Ian.
Made a comment that sometimes it's hard to come up with a title, especially something creative and new to catch people's attention.
Yeah.
I will ask the question about, do you all find it challenging to come up with good titles?
No.
Will I start again, or will I let someone else start?
The expression does what it says on the tin.
Well, let's go that way.
Okay, Ralph.
Well, if I make something like a bronze snail, for instance, I put in making a bronze mini sculpture. Well, look, aluminium foil.
Yeah, that's why I brought them up. I go, I'm going to eat something, but I might as well get some scrap out of it.
Yeah.
There you go.
And a scrapping video is quite easy. Scrapping a microwave for copper or something like that, or dumpster diving at my apartment building, stuff like that. It's not that difficult for me because I usually have a topic for my videos. If you basically always do street scrapping, then you can do street scrapping number 455. I mean, whatever. Yeah.
Okay, Raphael.
I never have problem to make the titles, though my titles are not always the greatest. So that's the answer.
Hartnett.
I don't have difficulties with videos. It's usually next one in series, like with my BMW, wouldn't it be part number, whatever it is, and then after that it's whatever it is I'm doing just says what it does. The expression does what it says on the tin.
Kevin.
It's just what can I tell you? I don't have that many videos out there. It's kind of difficult to say I've come up with something that's unusual. Like I did the one for the donuts. Drove all the way up to Rhode Island just to get donuts.
Oh yeah.
It was a nice day out.
Yeah, cool. Well, I do my titles again. It's based on what I'm doing. What I'm scrapping out, it'll be scrapping out such and such a thing for gold recovery or for copper. I explain again. My reasoning is if someone puts into the search gold recovery, the chances are my video will show somewhere up in their suggestions because I put gold recovery in the title. Again, it's to get the people who are already interested in what I'm doing to come in, because there's more chance of holding on to them than getting a random person in. Because if they're searching gold recovery or they're searching copper recovery or they're searching scrapping, by having it in the title, I think you're drawing them already in. They're already in the door, and then it's just a matter of keeping them inside in afterwards with your content. So that's what I think the title should be. It should be to try and draw the sort of audience that you want to come into your channel. There's my point.
I can give you an example on one of mine. My latest Citroen video that I made is obviously Citroen C4 Grand Picasso Part 44, and then after that MOT repairs, just repairs related to MOT failure.
Yeah. How about you, Shark? What do you do with yours?
Well, I try to come up with kind of catchy, creative title. It's when I'm scrapping out a specific.
Hi, Michael.
Michael.
Hey, Michael. It's a little bit easier because it's a description. We're going to scrap out this computer or this piece of hardware or something like that. The street scraps get to be a little more challenging because nobody cares if it's street scrap number 502. Right? There needs to be something a little more catchy to draw their
something after that, your blah blah video number, whatever it is, and then you need to put something after it.
Yeah. So what I try to do is I try to let the video give me something catchy. In the process of doing the street scrap, there's almost always some weird nuance or some weird thing that happens or something that just in my head, I say to myself, like the recent one that I had out, Blue Sky. It was like, that was a beautiful day. It was just a beautiful blue sky the whole time I was out there. And I just happened to hold the camera at a certain angle where I captured my face and the clear blue sky above me. And so, it's that kind of thing that pops into my head and I say, oh yeah, that's what I'm going to title this one.
Okay. Has anyone a question in the chat that wants to ask us? Ask anything you want about our channels or what we do. As long as it's not too personal that someone doesn't want to answer. But feel free, anyone in the chat.
Okay, if you're going to get an answer, that's the question.
You're going to get what?
No, any question is okay. If you're going to get an answer, that's the question.
That's
well, yeah. You may not get the answer. You may not get the answer. If anyone else in the panel has any question they want to ask or anything they want to talk about. Feel
There you
free.
go, Mike. E-Waste Mike. What is
There's
YouTube? It's an excuse to not work.
YouTube, yeah, is a way of passing your life away gradually in a stupor of stupidity.
What is the meaning
Lenny,
of
the
life?
meaning of life.
To scrap
YouTube.
or not to scrap?
Maybe I shouldn't have asked the panel. Maybe I shouldn't have asked the chat the
As
question.
it is.
What's the life, the universe, and everything?
Lenny, life has no meaning if you're not scrapping.
Here's a question for everyone in the panel. What do you want to get out of YouTube? Shark.
Money.
Yeah, I want to be a millionaire.
Keep dreaming.
It's possible that could happen. You could just hit a video that takes off for you, and next thing you end up with a couple of 100,000 and a couple of million people overnight watching you. Might happen.
Yeah.
What was your reason for coming on YouTube? Again, no one has to answer this question if they don't want to.
Well, so I knew I was going to do this business with scrapping, and YouTube was one of many ways to promote my business. So my YouTube channel is a part of my scrapping business, and they play together. It's a way to help promote the business while the business also helps promote YouTube. So I'm not really sure which one is promoting which at this point.
Okay. Well, it's you putting money into the pockets of YouTube.
Well, they're giving me money back too. I mean, they created this wonderful platform that I get to put share all my experiences, put these things up, and they even let me get some of the ad revenue back from it. So I can't take that position, Kevin. I think that the folks the YouTube folks, are pretty nice about letting us get money off of something that they built.
Yeah,
it's free.
Yeah, it's free. Yes,
there's nothing without the content.
If you can tolerate the advertising.
Yes, exactly.
You could be like Ralph. You could just download an ad blocker and you have no more problems.
Yeah, I haven't seen an ad on YouTube in 10 years. and I also don't pay for it because that stuff is free.
So, Ralph, what was your reason for coming on YouTube?
I'm here for the women.
How's that working for you?
Not that well. I've been doing this for 2 years and I only had like 5.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's just a hobby for me, and I have no idea where this is going. All I know is I'm having a lot of fun doing this. So, yeah.
Okay, Raphael, what was your reason for starting your YouTube channel?
Just to have some extra fun and communicate with other people who interested with the similar stuff than I am. So yeah, that's basically the main reason.
Okay.
And if I'm gonna make millions out of that, no, I don't think so, and I hope I don't, because I'm pretty happy at this stage where I am right now, and I can have easily and clean conversation with whatever I want, and I can still have it instead of having like 3,000 people in the chat,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
I'll come back to that in a few minutes, because that has actually brought up a nice, interesting point that I want to come to in a second. But I'll carry on with this question for Parknest. So, what was your reason for starting your YouTube?
Yeah, well, I did actually learn stuff from YouTube videos. If you want to find out how to do something, chances are there's a video out there. So, me making my own videos is my way of giving back, and sometimes I'm doing stuff for the first time, something nobody else has done.
Okay, so you went on, much the same as me. I went on to learn about recovering gold and stuff like that, and then I decided
for money as well.
I decided to show people how not to do it by following my channel, and seems to be okay.
Women are scrapping, right?
Yeah, but so Kevin, why did you decide to do your YouTube channel?
Well, I actually started the YouTube channel back in 2012, but I never put any content on it. It was just, you got to have a YouTube channel. So I was, okay, fine. So I made a channel. But I've gone to YouTube several times over the past decade for research on a couple of items. Machinery and that I use here in the shop. Somebody had a problem with their machine, and I can check and see if that was the same problem I had. And you learn some things without calling technicians in to rape you and drain your wallet.
And
so,
what made you decide to start doing videos?
I passed a couple of videos of people doing some scrapping. Just something popped up, and I stopped and I watched it, and I was just like, well, that's interesting. Now that I'm quote unquote retired, working because I want to, not because I have to. I said, well, I started watching some of the scrapping channels, and one of the first ones was E-Waste Ben, Scrap and Pallet Man out in he's in Illinois. He's in Texas. I forget where he's at. Well, he was in Illinois. And then Apartment Scrapper. I was watching him for quite a while, and a few others. And then I came across a couple of you guys, and I was like, interesting, funny. So it kind of like, I'm going to stick around and I'm going to watch.
I'll stick around. Well, I got to come back to what Raphael brought up there about he doesn't want to become a millionaire out of YouTube. I have no problem with YouTube making me a millionaire. If that happens, it happens. But do you think if it does happen, if any of our channels got really, really big, do you think we'd change, or do you think we'd still do our Monday night panel like this with a bit of chit chat among ourselves, or do you think YouTube will just be a job to us then and it won't be fun anymore? Shark.
Oh no, I'd keep doing this. This is too much a part of who we are now, part of who I am. So yeah, no, I'd absolutely keep doing this.
Ralph, I know I'll get an honest answer from you. Go on.
I don't know. I don't expect actually to make a lot of money. If for some reason my metal casting stuff becomes all popular and I make some interesting items, and I don't know. There's this channel called Alumitube. I started following him when he had 110,000. That was 2 years ago. He is now over 2.5 million. So yeah, it can go quickly, but yeah. You first have to get to the beginning. I don't know. I have no idea.
I think Raphael already answered the question. He doesn't want to be getting his million, but if he did all of a sudden became a channel that had 3 or 4 million people watching you every night, or waiting for your video to come out, would you still come up on my panel?
I will.
Would you still come up here? Would you?
Be careful what you wish for, Irish.
Irish, I still will. Why not? As far I see you as a friend and good person to talk with and so on and have fun with, I will. But that will be totally different. If, for example, I join your panel, if I got, for example, 3 million behind me, that panel becomes a nightmare, and that will be harm for you and for me as well.
But why do you think that? Why do you think that it would be a nightmare?
Because there will be no way to conversate anymore.
But why wouldn't there? Well, like I go on to lives where there is 2,000 people in the chat, and they still carry on the same as if they were just talking among themselves in a bar. They let the chat do their own thing. Every so often they jump into the chat.
Panel still will can be the same, but the chat is totally unplugged. No one look at the chat anymore.
Well, they do. I see. There's what's his name? He does the mining, actual gold mining out on. He's his own prospect and stuff like that, and he has on average 2,000 people in the chat on a Sunday. He does a live video, or he does a thing, and there's always he's got 4 or 5 good moderators who kind of interact with the chat. I think if you have good moderators, they can look after the chat for you.
In this case, I'm gonna answer. Let's wait a few months, Irish, for you or me. Let's see who's gonna get those million first, and then we find out, right?
A few months. Yeah.
I think we're waiting more than a few weeks.
Till you find out who your friends are.
He can help us, right?
Yeah, Ian went live there one night, and he had, was it 200 or 300 people in the live on the chat?
Yeah.
So, Ian, if you're still there, did you find that more difficult than when you started off when there was 20 people in the chat? Ian is probably asleep by now. What time is it? Oh, geez, he's nearly asleep. It's 10 to 10. He must be asleep.
No, he's just in bed with his phone.
So, Parknest, would you change, do you think, or would you still come along here on a Monday night and interact with us if you had 1 million people watching you normally?
Yeah, I think I still would.
You don't sound too convincing, Parknest.
I don't know, do you?
You haven't convinced me. I think you're in it for the money.
Well, money's good.
What about you, Kevin? If you managed to get 1 million people, would you still come and interact with us as mere mortals on a Monday night?
Sure. And I can gloat.
Beneath me. I ignore the chat. It's beneath
Then
me.
I can gloat.
I ignore the chat. Oh, go ahead, Ian. I love it.
So we'll know what happens when Kevin comes up one day and he says nanny nanny nanny.
There's
You
my
know,
M&Ms.
The problem with me at my age, if I get 1 million subscribers, it may kill me.
That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. If Ro gets really big and he can't make it to my chat, he's going to send me a couple of €100.
There you go.
That's what I like to see.
I keep buying lottery tickets. The lottery's getting quite large over here.
Yeah, here as well. I
The
got like 10
Powerball-
euros. Whoopee.
The Powerball lottery here is $730 million, and the Mega Millions is $850 million.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yet not for long.
There's only 17 million people in the Netherlands. If
I just
that big of a
wondered,
prize was won by someone, he could give every person in the Netherlands at least 3 or 4 million.
Hey,
He
Kevin,
could
I've
buy
got
the country and fire the prime minister.
Oh yeah,
I've got
that
the
I'd
ticket
probably
right
do
here,
that if
so-
I could.
We used to tell that to the postmaster where I worked. I'm going to win the lottery, come back here and buy this post office and fire you.
Ian reckons
take-
the shock of you getting a sticker might be too much.
Yeah, you might be right, Ian. I'll tell you what, I get 1 million subscribers, I'll come over to England and I'll get my sticker from you.
Scrap Bongo, thanks a lot for dropping in, and hopefully we'll see you again next Monday night. If you're around
Right
and if
on,
you have 1 million
Scrap Bongo.
subscribers, please bring them along. Anyone who has 1 million
Take care,
subscribers
Scrap
would like to
Bongo.
drop in, please do.
Nice videos. I like that right-hand drive vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of odd to see that in Canada.
That's the coolest little truck.
you're
though.
driving the wrong side of the
love
road,
watching
too?
That thing going around.
Yeah, oh, no, we drive on the left side, not the wrong side.
Okay. Okay.
But okay, I've got exactly 7 minutes left. So anyone else got any questions they want to ask, or any more stuff they want
I
to
got
talk
one.
about YouTube?
Anyone gets into Lenny Nash channel somehow?
What do you mean?
Lenny Nash has a channel?
He has some stuff, but not that much, I think.
Oh,
Me,
I am
did try
subscribed,
like
I know.
2 or 3 times, but I never can find the channel.
Who? Lenny Nash, is it?
Hmm?
Lenny
I
Nash,
can't-
is that what you said?
Lenny Henry.
yeah.
I can't hear what he said when he was eating the biscuit.
Read between the chips.
And now that you mention it, I don't think I've actually been able to find him.
Exactly, that's what I'm asking for. I did try a few times, but I never can find it. I even asked him to send me through the email, but he never get my email.
Well, some people mightn't have a channel. They're just on it to.
Yeah, he got channel. He got a few videos.
Oh,
okay.
maybe if I check my list of
you just said
subscribers.
he doesn't have any videos.
Yeah, but that's, I mean, some people don't have videos and they keep their channel hidden. I don't have any videos. I think you need 3 before they put them up in the search. There you
Oh,
go.
that might be that might be a thing.
That might be the reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last time he said he got some videos and make some. or
Maybe he
something.
has two. He mightn't have the third one yet.
Maybe.
He's keeping us
I
waiting.
could be confused with someone else. Let me check my anal lickings. Hold on.
But yeah, so the what was I going to say there to you? There was something that popped into my head, but it popped out just as quick.
I have that problem too.
Space, the final frontier.
Oh well, yeah, that's right.
Oh, he's planning on making his first video soon. That well, again, straight away, Linny. When you do get your videos up and running, I'm sure you'll have 6 new subscribers straight away. I'm sure the panel will subscribe to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No pressure on you, lads, but don't let
No
us
pressure.
down.
No pressure.
Lenny, I encourage you to
Dun,
not
dun,
take
dun,
any
dun,
of our advice and guidance on this.
Well, that's the thing. Again, it's anything that we say or anyone says. At the end of the day, it still comes down to what you want to do on your own channel. We can say do such and such a thing, but if you decide it's not for you, it's not for you. People have told me to do things and I weigh it up and I go, nah, that's not for me. I'm not going to change the way I do it because then I'm not doing YouTube for myself anymore. I'm doing it because
Yeah, I found it.
wants me to do it.
Okay, where is it?
Can I put the link, Irish?
Link it. Link it.
Yeah, Firehead, yeah.
There you go. Ladies and gents. Boom. Lenny Nash channel. And of course, there's nothing so far.
That's okay. Well,
Let's
now he's
hope
got
it's
4
on.
subscribers.
Oh, I see 5 already.
That puts the pressure on him now to do videos because he's got subscribers.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on. Anybody hear 6? Let's hear 6. Come on, I want to see 6. 6, 6,
Hold on,
6.
let me jump over to YouTube and do it.
Joined in July. Oh, really?
7. What a deal.
Right.
Where are
Oh,
we
there's
getting up there?
7. Exactly.
He'll have 20 before we close down the panel. 7 down, 53 to go.
I'm trying to find the link. It's disappeared on me. It's gone. The chat is going too quick for me. Where is it gone?
It's above Bruce.
It says Raphael.
I'm trying to find her.
Right now, we got to wait for Lenny. Now it's his turn to put some video out. Then, yeah.
I rang the bell, so I will be getting a notification of that, hopefully.
He's up to 9.
Yeah.
There we go.
He's climbing.
Oh.
He's climbing. He's catching up on me.
Refresh it again now. He should be at 10.
No
Oh, wife
pressure.
took the
Lenny.
shared
No
email.
pressure.
And that's why you don't share anything.
Anyway, Lenny, now it's your turn. Now it's your time to put the video on. So,
Well, okay, guys, I'm about to finish up. So we'll go around the old table and ask about videos this week before we do anything else. So, Shark, what's the story this week?
2 street scrapping videos this week, and next week I've got a pretty interesting e-waste video on the 26th that'll come up.
Okay. Interesting in what way, or are you going to just leave us hanging?
I'm just going to leave you hanging
Okay.
because that's the way I am.
Okay. Ralph, have we anything coming out this week?
I just put out 2. What more do you want? No, I have a scrapping video I need to edit, but those are very annoying to edit, to me at least, because I blabber all over the place and there's no actual direction I'm going in. And I'm going to be starting a new podcasting project, but by the time that's done, we're about a month away.
Okay.
So,
Raphael, what's the story with you?
not sure yet. Maybe building project totally from the beginning to finish, or something else. I don't know yet.
Okay.
Good, Lenny.
Park Nest, what's the story this week?
Friday's video is a road trip video where I picked up somebody's Christmas present. And Sunday's video is another BMW video.
Okay. And Kevin, have we any video coming out this week?
Well, I don't think there's a video coming out so much, but I may video a package I plan on mailing out this week.
Okay. And any word on who this package is going to?
It's got to travel quite a distance.
Okay. And
Over
would it
land-
contain,
over land and water.
any small little, nice little sweeties type things?
Yeah.
You know, normally we used to see the package opening from far away.
Because of the cameraman.
Now you'll see a packaging.
The package leaving. Well, I should have a video on Thursday. I'm hoping to get it finished up tomorrow and get my non-existing editing done, which is brilliant that I don't bother too much with editing, so that solves all them problems. So hopefully Thursday I should have a video out this week, and I think that's about it. So guys, is there anyone live that we can all go over and raid?
You know, actually, Irish buddy, as I look at the counter, there is still like 26 peeps in there.
Oh yeah, the good thing is I'm not like you. I don't get bullied. Let me see who's live.
Top Conquer is still live, by the way.
Who is?
Top Conquer.
Okay, well put his link in and we'll shoot over to him.
Oh, he just reached 100 subscribers. I just see.
Okay, well,
his subscriber to watchers ratio is actually pretty good.
Okay, well if you put his link in there and we can
yeah,
shoot
I've
over.
got that here. There, Top Conquer.
And just put in the Scrap and Irish raid when you go over, guys. And if I can bloody click on it, it'll help. There we go. And I
leave it.
Yes,
Sorry. Couldn't help myself.
So Lenny Nash is at 11, I see now. So that's a good start.
Cool.
Let me put in Scrappy Irish raid. And okay, so I'm going to finish up. Let me go back into here in StreamYard. So guys, again, as always, I really enjoyed the panel tonight. It was very good. Snobby started us off really well with his questions, and we took it from there, which was good. I like when people interact with each other and, you know, just be honest about what they're doing on YouTube. And
okay, so now I can stop on biting those cracking and loudy thingy, right?
Say again?
Now I can stop on biting on those.
Yeah, you can stop. Yeah, you can stop now. So, guys, thanks to everyone on the panel. Thanks to everyone in the chat, and catch you all next week again. Hopefully, at the same time, same faces, same place.
Live.
Good night, everyone.